local busking legend and street philosopher,
Spoons!
Thank you very much. Playing that song again.
I love a phone bit. I
still
love
got
a
it.
phone bit. Fuck, I love a phone bit.
Spoons, where to begin? When did you come to Vancouver and from where?
Well, I came from my mother,
Oh.
and I was 61 years ago, and I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Did you have a nickname before Spoons? Because you look like a guy who would always have a nickname.
Yeah, they used to
Do you
call
know
me
what
Doc. If you can't rock with a duck, get off the block.
I mean? That's not bad. That's not bad.
I just decided, to give up crime because I can't run. They catch me anyways.
That's the only reason he gave up crime.
But I'm proud to
Give the
say
man some physiotherapy.
I'm
and,
on
like,
Twitter
watch out.
for returning a cell phone that I found it. I didn't sell for dope.
Didn't sell for dope.
I don't do dope anyways. I'm just a weed man,
Yeah. But did you ever? Were you ever?
Yeah, I used to be a crackhead. I used to smoke 2 ounces a day. I did that for 7 years. But you know what? I quit cold turkey. No rehab, no recovery, by myself.
Wow.
If you can make it, what you got to do is you got to admit the problem to yourself, and then do something about it. So when I got to my 100th day, and I'm telling you, babes, I went through some heck of a withdrawals, man. I was waking up smoking a pipe that wasn't even there. I was having dreams of money and being fame and fortune and having all the chicks. I woke up lonely, my thing in my hand, as I fell asleep too. But I just when I made it to my 100th day, I knew I made it. So now I'm not looking at the ground. There's a whole new world up here, man, and I'm here.
Spoons. But there is a levity to you on the street. Like you joke with people, you play. Have you found that's helped you when you were on the street?
Well, the thing is, you got to give respect to get respect, and all these people that are on the street, they're sitting with signs. It's like, people put labels on people, and I don't think that's very fair. If you just say hi to that person sitting on the street, you validated that guy as a person, and you make that person a human, and they want to get better. That's what, I went down to the lowest part of my life, man. I mean, I was stealing my grandma's false teeth to sell. And
How much did you get?
How much was that worth?
a $10 rock. They were made in the 50s, so they weren't worth nothing. But I'm telling you,
I want to know the correct dealer that accepted those teeth.
it was the guy that didn't have any.
Actually,
Makes
that's a good
sense.
point.
Well put.
I grew up in a very tough kind of world. I have an abusive father, but I love my mother, and I protected her with all my life. And so I grew up not having any emotions. So when I started to feel things that I didn't know, like happiness and sadness, all I knew was, say hi to me the wrong way, I'll piss you off. You piss me off, I'm going to punch you out. I couldn't do that anymore. So I decided, I hid behind it, and that's why I started doing drugs. I lost my mom at Christmas Eve morning 3 years ago. I lost my little brother in Afghanistan. And I lost my son in a car accident. So all this came down, and I thought, well, I started hiding behind the dope, and I thought, I can't do this anymore. So I faced everything, and I said, if you're going to be a man, you got to stand like a man. I took everything. I cried, and I was so embarrassed when I first cried, but you know what?
Nope.
I'll cry any time now.
Yep. If it gets you where you gotta go. And you've been clean for how long?
10 years.
What?
And I was smoking 2 ounces of crack a day, boys and girls. And if you don't know that, that's like $860 a day.
Wow.
So you've also helped a lot of people on the street.
I'm the kind of guy, children run away from home because they don't want to listen to rules, and they just rebel against their parents because they think they know everything. So I ran this 13-year-old kid, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a party." So I said, "Buddy, come with me," and I took him to the worst parts of town. I scared the shit out of him. I didn't really mean to scare the shit out of him, but I did. So after I saw he gives me his mom's phone number, so I phoned his mom, and this kid was from Kelowna. I'm very proud of this kid because he still keeps in touch with me. And his mother came down. We sat down, the three of us. No, I didn't know them from Adam, and we worked the problems out. The kid just finished his 3rd year at university, man.
That isn't the only kid, too. I heard
48 kids last year I sent home with my own money.
48 kids
With my own money.
with your own money. Those are plane tickets, bus tickets,
Whatever
whatever
it
it takes.
Because I don't want these kids to be a statistic. So you have to listen to a few rules of your parents. It's worse than living on these streets, man. I lived on these streets for 16 years. 16 years I lived outside.
Now, I'd like to hear a little medley from you.
Oh, here we go.
Before
Okay.
we send you to the microphone, I'm wondering if as someone who was on the streets for so long and is still directly connected, what do you think that we can do as normal people in the city that would help the situation?
Well, first of all, we're all people, no matter where we come from, who we are, or where we are. If we're on the street, we're in a mansion, just validate a person as a person. Be a friend. Just be yourself. Say hello, good morning. That person, you put a smile on their face, they want to do something better for themselves, man. That's all I can say. Happiness makes the world go round, and if you shoot from the hip and you mean what you say and you say what you mean, and if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but God, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Spoons, everybody.
Spoons!
Spoons, 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 spoons.
Well, I put together little medleys, and people can't understand the songs that I put together, but I do it. So here we go. It goes, everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Hey, everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second low rider. Can't you hear coming? Low rider, can't see you coming? Take a little trip, we'll take a little trip. Well, mama, let that boy play some rock and roll. Guys, he's much too crazy. He can play it when he's old. He's too young for the groove. He's still inside his first parallel. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. And for all the girls, when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him. I fell into that burning ring of fire. Flames got hot, flames got higher. It burns, 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 because you're mine. I want the girls, girls, girls. Thank you very much.